What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a new Fishing with Separate video. Today we're at this gorgeous waterfall spot. We drove about 30 minutes to get here. I got my girlfriend with me today taking pictures. Hopefully we can get a nice big brook trout to do a catch and cook with. This brook looks absolutely insane. We have some spots down through here. We got our boots on. We do have a nice waterfall straight up ahead here too we could walk to. It's a little bit of a walk, so we're gonna start out here, but here looks really good. So I'm really stoked to fish here. Now I'm gonna get you guys on the hat. That's enough rambling on. I wanna see what kind of luck we can get here today. All right, so we do have our micro set up here with us today. And we just got a nice Panther Martin tied on. As you all know, that's my favorite. We're not gonna waste any time here. Oh, all right, I do see one brookie. He was decent, couple inches maybe, like probably 5 inches or so. And then we had a little one. All right, I see a good couple of little ones here, but nothing too big from the looks of it. Oh, we were getting bit right at the bottom. All right. Oh no, not creek chubs. This is never a good sign. Oh boy. We might just end up killing this creek chub just so we can get him out of here. It's never good. Let's go ahead and I'm just gonna kill this guy. I don't want him up in here. We're just gonna leave him right there. Every creek chub that we catch here, we're just gonna go ahead and kill him off. Oh, that's not good. I hope we didn't drive all the way out here just to catch creek chubs. Fish on. Oh, this is a brookie. No! He came off. No, that was a brookie. I saw the colors on him. He had a bright orange belly. He was a good one too. He was an eater. We were getting bit. All right, they're hitting right in that white water. They're sitting down low. Go ahead and try to get out there again. All right, that is a good sign though. We know there's brookies in here. That's a big plus. I'm not sure if we just had a big fish or if we were just hooked up on something. Bunch of little fish. I don't know if those are trout. I think they are. There's like 6 of them. All about 2-3 inches long. Yeah, there's a ton of creek chubs in here. I hate seeing creek chubs. Fish on. That's a brookie. Let's go ahead and get the net. Up in the net he goes, nice. All right, I'm gonna come back over here to let him go. He's still a little small, smaller than I wanna keep. Let's get him right back in the water. Oh, he came right off. All right, perfect. Let's get you one good look, get you guys one good look at him here. He got himself jammed in the net. Oh, there he goes, nice. Couldn't get you a good look at them, but that's all right. But hey, we know there's brookies in here. That's a good sign. Now we know that it's not just creek chubs up in here. Seems like the trout are sitting right underneath that water. Oh, we just had a good bite. Let's get it right back out there. Whew. I was letting it sink on the bottom and something was eating us real good. That was a brookie. I saw him maybe like 3 inches long. But I saw his colors. John. And that's a creek chub. Add him to the kill pile over here. All right, let's get right back out there again. That's how you know it's starting to get to fall time. You're starting to catch leaves. But boy, I do love fall fishing. We're not quite there yet though. We're still getting tons of bites here, which is surprising. What I'm gonna do is I'll probably give it, I don't know, 5-10 more casts here, and we'll make our way down. These rocks are super unsturdy. Oh no, did we break off? I think we were just snagged. Bummer. Luckily we have a couple more Panther Martins, so we'll tie on another one here. We might actually do a micro tube here because this spot seems like it'd be pretty good for micro tubes. I think we'll go with a Happy Meal color. And I actually remembered here recently to buy some more of my hooks here. Brand new pack of 132 ounce ball jig heads. The reason I think this will be good here is because I think most of them are sitting under that white water. So if I can just kind of let this sit in there, let them play around with it, see which one will hook up on them. There we go, look at that. We'll go ahead and tie that on and we'll see if we get any luck here with this. All right, there we go. Micro tube all tied on. Let's get it right up in there. Oh, we had a fish on, but I think that was a creek chub. I'm almost certain of it. We were getting bit again, but they are not hooking up at all. Oh, we're getting bit. I think those are a bunch of small creek chubs. They might be a bunch of small brook trout, but whatever is biting is not hooking up regardless. I think they're biting just the little tail of this tube. Getting bit? Yeah, I don't know. We're just getting a bunch of small bites with this right now. I'll give it a couple more casts and then we'll move on down. I don't think we're gonna get any more bites here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it sitting under that white water for a good minute here. Oh no. There we go. We were snagged there for a second. All right, one more cast. We're gonna start moving up and down this stream. I lied, one more. Yeah, we're gonna move on down. We're just not getting any luck at this big hole, but we might find some more brookies down further if we head on down. Be careful, some of these spots are deep. All right, we'll take a couple casts from right up here, right up above. This hole looks like it could be deep enough to have something in it. Ooh, we have a nice big pool down there. We got some nice falls. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and just head right on down there. We'll give it a try. See if we can maybe get us a nice brookie. Worst comes to worst, we'll tie on another Panther Martin too, but for now I want to stick with the tube so we can get as many bites as possible. Oh yeah, this is a nice falls right here. This is a big pool. You might have to cross, babe. I'm gonna cross. I'm gonna go around over there and down. It looks like it'll probably be easier. Yeah, that one down there. Okay. All right, right here is where we're looking at. This pool is huge. I actually don't know if we're gonna stick with the, I don't know if we're gonna stick with the tube here. This is looking like a really good spinner spot. Really pretty. Ooh, these rocks are super slippery, boys. We're gonna have to be careful here. We're getting bit. Whoa. Fish on. Creek chub. Ah. Exactly what I don't want to catch here today. I've seen a huge increase in creek chubs here recently. Ah. It's like creek chubs are starting to take over in these bodies of water. Getting bit. Fish on. Oh, he came off. I'll give it a couple more casts. They're not hooking up on this. So I think what we're gonna do is we'll probably tie on another spinner in hopes that we'll get some better bites. I'll give it a couple more casts though. Yeah, they're not hooking up by any means. This is its last chance before we tie on a spinner. Let's see what it does. Yeah, spinner it is. They're just not getting a good hookup on these tubes. I do have some more spinners though, so that's the way we're gonna go. We'll get better luck that way. Probably gonna have to dig through the bag a little bit to find these spinners that I had bought, but I know they're in here somewhere. Aha! All right. So I think what we'll do is I usually use this one right here. I'm gonna try this one out. I've never tried it before, so I'm real curious as to how it's gonna do. See if it'll become our new favorite color of Panther Martin. And I know that in the video right now, this water is gonna be really loud, so apologies in advance for that. I'll do what I can with editing to try to make it not as loud. But that's just the sad reality of fishing at a waterfall. It's just really loud all the time. We got a nice good breeze though, that feels good. Jesus. All right, we got that tied on. Now let's just hope that the spinner can get it done here. We were getting bit right here in front of us. I might try to let it sit right by the waterfall. Good bite. Oh, we had one on the whole time. He's just a small little creek chub. Ah, man, I'm so sick of catching these. All right, we'll go ahead and put him out of his misery. We'll let the animals get him. Huh. All right, that was another creek chub. they just keep coming. We had a fish on there for a second, but it felt like another chub. Another small creek chub. Ah, man. I couldn't see what that one was, but if I had to guess, it was probably another chub. No, not another chub. This is a bigger chub than the other ones. We're definitely gonna kill him too. We gotta get these out of here. All right, we got him off. We're gonna put him out of his misery. Sorry, little guy, you're in the wrong place, wrong time. There we go. We'll give it a couple more casts, but I don't see us catching anything else here but creek chubs. We might go hit up another stream that's somewhat close to here that might have better luck. Another decent sized creek chub. This one's gonna go too. All right. We'll go ahead and put him out of his misery too. All right, last cast here at this spot, and then we're gonna move on. See if we can find another spot around our area here. Oh my God, big fish, big fish. Holy crap, big one. This has to be a trout. What is this? Big fish, big fish. Nice! Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? Look at the size of this brookie. Oh my goodness. Holy smokes, boys. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Are you kidding me? This brookie's a monster. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? This is the biggest brook trout I've ever caught. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. We're getting pictures of this, boys. We're eating this one too. Oh my goodness. This is a male. I can tell by his lower jaw. He's got a hook jaw on him. Whew, he's got so much life. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me right now. My legs are shaking, boys. You have got to be kidding me. What a monster. Let's get this, try to get these hooks out of him here. He's feisty. There we go, hooks out, hooks out. Oh my goodness. He's got us all tangled up here with our pliers and our net. We're gonna, oh my good gracious. We're gonna bonk him out. We're keeping him for sure. Biggest brook trout I've ever caught. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, just to put it in perspective here, look at the size of that brookie. Holy smokes, big old brookie. You've gotta be kidding me right now. I'm just out of words right now. I don't even know what's happening. That was the last cast I was doing at this hole before we moved on to hopefully catch, you know, brook trout somewhere else. But because we were catching so many chubs, I didn't think it was possible that we were gonna catch a trout here. But as you can see, he's got that nice little hook jaw there. That's the only reason I'm keeping this big brookie. If I caught this big brookie and it was a female, I would have let it go right back into this hole. But this is a male, so there's no big deal. He most likely already passed on his genes. That's absolutely insane. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness. He's a fat chunker too. Boys, I thought I was snagged up because this trout was fighting so hard. I thought for sure that we were snagged up on something until I felt the fight. Oh my goodness. Try to get some of the slime off our hands here. What a monster. Let me get you guys a comparison to my hand. Look at the size of that trout. And he's a fat one too. I know I'm rambling on about it, but this is my PB brook trout. Oh my goodness. What a big trout. He's got a lot of meat on him too. He's a fatty. Oh man, that is awesome. I'm just in shock. All right, real quick, boys, we're gonna put him on a stick to get him right in the water. Hopefully we can find a good one that'll hold him. He's a big one, so we're gonna need a decent sized stick. that can really hold a big trout. What a monster. Now I'm gonna put him somewhere, probably right here in the water. That way it keeps him from spoiling. I actually got a comment on my last video. A subscriber or viewer had recommended that I get some sandwich baggies and just put the trout in there. He wouldn't fit in one, sadly, but I forgot to bring sandwich baggies with me. But what a monster trout. Oh my goodness. Little one. What is this? Another chub. There he goes. We'll let that one go. He's super small. He'll be bait. I cannot believe we caught that big brookie. Holy smokes. He actually bit it as I was jigging it over here right in this deep pool, which is the surprising part. I didn't think anything was gonna bite it on the jig. I was just giving it a try. And he bit it right in the middle of this deep pool. Just nice jigs up in there. And he destroyed it. I'll give it a couple more casts here before we move back up. Find a good spot to do a good cook at. I'm so pumped that we got a big trout. All right, one more cast. We're gonna start heading our way back up. We might hit that other pool way up high too. See if we have another monster brookie in there. Yeah, we'll finish off with that. We're gonna head back up with our trout. We'll head back up to that other hole. We might have somewhere good to cook. And we'll see if we can catch another monster brookie. It's gonna be a little tricky making our way up here. This is some tricky navigation here, boys. Very, very tricky. Oh my goodness. We just got water in the boots, boys. Oh no. Oh boy. Yeah, we're wet. Oh boy. Huh? Did you really? All right, we're slowly running out of camera batteries, so we're just gonna finish off with a little bit of fishing before we start cooking. See if maybe we can get a big old brookie here too. All right, I don't think we're catching anything else here. So I think what we should do is we should find a good spot to do a cook at here. Nice flat rock where maybe we can have a seat. We got our trout over here in the cool water just to make sure he doesn't spoil on us. But we do have a nice decent rock right here. That might have to be the one. All right, so I set up a good rock right here. It wasn't too good of a spot that we could really set up, so I decided to make my own. So now we just gotta get our stove set up. We'll go ahead and gut our fish out. Now, this fish is actually too big to fit in our cast iron. So we're gonna have to figure something out with that. To be honest, we might just do a fillet and take the other fillet home possibly. All right. Got our stove all set up. Let's go ahead and start gutting this fish out. I'm just gonna do a nice standard fillet here. I'm just gonna go right through the rear end all the way up. Now I probably should have bled this trout, but it's all right. Just gonna go ahead right through the top of the head here. Now all of those fins and guts will come right on out. There we go. You think we should take it home for the boys? No? We'll throw it in there then, the fish will enjoy it. Now we just gotta score our kidney here. Now we're just gonna go right in the water here. We'll just go ahead and get that right on out of it.
Whoa!
Huh?
That was a big fish that just jumped from right there.
Up top?
Yeah, it jumped down.
What?
I'm serious.
A big fish?
A big fish, probably the size of that one.
Whoa, all right. So, my girlfriend just saw a big fish come right down the waterfall. Show them the waterfall real quick. We had a big fish that just jumped right off the waterfall into this water here. It looks like we're gonna have to do a little bit more fishing. Now this camera battery is almost dead, so we're gonna have to probably switch over to the GoPro here in a second. Let's go ahead and wash our area off here. Now, I'm not sure if this is gonna fit in the pan or not, but you can see the slime coat still on it. Just wants to slip and slide down this rock. So what we're gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to level this out some more. Alrighty, so we had to switch over to the GoPro because my other camera died. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna cast in here. We're gonna see if we can get a hold of that big fish that jumped all the way down this waterfall. I'm hoping we can get it to bite. That would be insane. If we got another trout that size, I'll be shocked. So I'm gonna get you guys back on the hat. We got the GoPro now. Let's see if we can get any luck here. What's funny is we're all set up for the cook here for the most part. But when there's a big fish that just jumps down out of nowhere, you got to take advantage of it. Let's hope that he's still hungry. We got a dragonfly that's real interested here. You see that? That dragonfly was really interested in what we're doing. If I had to guess, that big one's hanging out right underneath that fast moving water there. We'll give it a good couple casts before we go back to getting our cook done here. So I'm real interested if we're gonna get this big one to bite or not. One thing we might do too is I might try jigging it over here. Since that's how we caught our other big one, we caught it by jigging it in there. We just had a pretty good bite. I think I just saw a big trout in there. I think he came for it. I do not think he bit though. All right, we'll give it one more cast here and then we're gonna work on cooking our trout up. If he's not biting yet, I don't think he probably will. All right, here we go, last cast of the day. All right, I lied, one more. We gotta get it to be a good one here. We gotta make it count. Yeah, just some more of the creek chubs up in there. I think that big one's probably hunkered down somewhere. But that's all right, we already got us a big one that we can cook up here. So let's get working on that. Now here's my main concern here, is if this is actually gonna fit in the pan or not. Let's see. Yeah, no way, that's not fitting in that pan. We gotta give it a good wash off anyways, but I think what we'll do, we're just gonna cook one portion of this trout. Or maybe we'll just cut it in half and eat both portions here. We'll go ahead and cut it in half. Our cooking rock is not too sturdy right now. Here we go. Both portions of trout here. Just look at that meat in the sun. Just gorgeous. Got a nice orange tint to it. Looks really nice. We got a nice pool down here we can wash off in. Just make sure we get this trout nice and clean. There we go. So we'll go ahead and set our trout up here. Oh. Yeah, this spot's still not too sturdy, but we'll make it work. We'll set our trout in the pan for now. Now what we'll do is we'll take this rock here, place it there. That way we got a little bit of a seat area here. All right, so now we got some of our Slappy Mama seasoning. Some of the best seasoning for trout. This should be real nice. I just want to point out too, as you can probably see, I got some of my Fishing with Separate merch on. If you guys want to check it out, links in the description. We have a bunch of cool designs, so feel free to check it out if you want to. You don't have to buy anything, just check out the cool designs we got. Look at that, boys. Beautiful. Now we can go ahead and get some oil up in this pan. We'll let that oil start getting nice and hot so we can put our trout up in there. That oil gets hot pretty quick, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw it right up in there. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm probably just gonna end up taking the tail piece home because this is actually a good chunk of meat in here. Looking real nice. Because this is such a big chunk of meat, it's probably gonna take a little bit longer to cook than usual. But what I like to do is I like to rotate it right on its back meat so it cooks through that thicker part first. Listen to that sizzle, that is great. This trout already smells phenomenal. This is a lot bigger than the brook trout that I'm used to cooking. It's actually cooking real fast. I'm gonna turn that heat down a little bit. It's splattering everywhere. But we still got a good chunk of tail meat right here too. And what I'll probably actually end up doing is just freezing this at home, or I'll cook it for my dogs or something. But this is a big chunk of meat already as it is. And when you have a big trout like this, it's real important that you cook it all the way through. When you're out here in the wild, you don't necessarily have to worry about too much, but you still never really want to eat raw trout. Oh, I gotta say, I was a little bit worried when we first came here. We were only catching creek chubs, which is really, really concerning. Usually when I catch creek chubs, there's usually no trout, but we were able to get it done at this little stretch here today, which I'm really glad we were. We drove 30 minutes to get here. So I'm really stoked that we were able to catch my PB brook trout out of here. But I already kicked the pan off. Take a look at this trout. Right now we just got the pan cooling on down. As you can see, the bones on the ribs are actually already separating from the meat, which is usually a sign that it's already nicely done. But I like to make sure my trout cools down in this cast iron, because the cast iron gets really hot. But once this pan cools down, we'll start eating. But thank you guys so much already for just watching this video through. I love seeing the watch time go up. It's amazing to see you all watching for longer. If you guys have any other recommendations for seasonings for me to try or anything for me to fish for, just let me know. I'm hopefully going to be doing some trout and crawfish videos here pretty soon, so I'm really stoked about that. But thank you guys so much for the support. It's absolutely amazing. I know I'm rambling on, but we're just waiting for this trout to finish up, but we'll go ahead and cut to it being done now. So we'll see you guys then. All right, this is all nice and done and cooled off. Go ahead and get us a good bite here. Look at that. It's a beautiful bite. Got a big old bone. There it is. That taste though is crazy good. That slappy mamas on trout just goes so long, just takes it a long way. Just adds right onto the flavor of the trout. Get a big old piece of this back meat here. Oh man. Just look at how much meat was on this trout. A lot more than usual when I eat brook trout. Usually our brook trout are really, really small. But the size, there's just so much meat on this fish. Do you want to try a bite? It's good, isn't it?
The seasoning's good.
Yeah. This brook trout, it doesn't taste like normal trout. Brook trout's a lot different. It's got like a really smooth meat taste to it. You want another bite? Oh man. We gotta flip this trout over here. Got another piece here. Fins come right out. Bon appetit. Oh man. Oh, look at that piece. That is a big piece of trout. Ooh, we almost lost it too. There's a couple bones there. Oh man. Go ahead and try to get the rest of the meat right off the bones there. Look at that. Boom. And now we're fully boneless. Want a piece without skin? That's a big bite. Oh man. Trout went down real quick. That is good. Oh man. Well, that trout is all gone. I think this is going to be a good spot where we can end the video off. We just hammered that trout down. That trout is so good. I still have some in my mouth. I probably shouldn't be talking with food in my mouth, but big spider?
Yeah. I'm out of here.
My girlfriend just saw a big spider, so we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for sticking to the end of the video. It means the world to me. What a fun day out here though. We caught our PB brook trout. I couldn't be more stoked about that. I probably should have got a weight on it, but it was probably around 2 pounds. But still, what a great time out here. Thank you guys so much for sticking to the end of the video, and we will catch you guys in next week's video. See you later.